Here's a new project. This is a Yazoo Kees MidMax 52. And Yazoo, I don't know if they were bought out by Husqvarna. I don't know if Husqvarna made this or if Yazoo made this. Really don't know how that all worked out, but it is a commercial zero-turn mower, and I picked it up cheap. I was looking for something. I don't use the bad boy very much. The bad boy is actually my father's. He lives a couple houses down, and so I used it every once in a while, but I kind of wanted one of my own. I use the John Deere Z225. I think it's the Z225's model, and it gets a lot of use. My wife and I mow normally together, you know, mowing the yard. We tag team and get it done. We've got quite a bit of yard, and so she likes the zero turn, so I let her use the John Deere, and so I'm using a Scott, you know, hydrostatic riding mower. And after you use a zero turn, you just hate using a regular riding mower, and so I wanted the John Deere. You know, it gets so much use, it really needs a little bit of a break. It needs something to do more of the workload than it is doing. It's doing the majority of the work, and it's just a lot of yard for it. So I was on the lookout for a commercial mower, and I found this. It fit the bill, and it was cheap. So the battery is dead on it. The guy used it for a while. It was really too big for his yard, and it had issues with the deck. He said he couldn't keep a belt on it. Looking at the deck, it's missing the idler spring. He took it to a place, and they said, a repair shop, and they said they couldn't get parts for it. Most of the parts on this thing you can get because they are the same as what's on Husqvarna. So it looks like, just kind of looking at it, I can find most of everything. So we will work on getting the deck in good shape. Like I said, it's missing a deck spring. I don't know if it was to begin with, and the deck belt that was on it was about ½ inch or about a ¼ inch too long. It was the wrong part number. I went ahead and ordered the correct belt for it, but I just now saw that spring was missing. So maybe a combination of those two. I can't believe that maybe the spring was on it and he mowed with it, and then it lost a spring, and then it started chunking the belt. He said he couldn't keep a belt on it, and he said he took the idler apart because he thought that was the issue, and it wasn't the issue, and they told him it needed spindles. But like I said, it's missing the spring. I have no idea if that plays into why the belt was coming off, or if the spring just went missing, you know, while he worked on it, or this other repair shop that couldn't repair it. So he sold it for cheap. I got it. I had to drive like 80 miles. It was over 80 miles to get it, but I went and got it because it was a good deal, and it's a good mower. It runs good. Hydrostatics are good on it. We just got to figure out the belt issues. Like I said, it's got a dead battery, but the battery's less than a year old, so I'm hoping it will take a charge. So let's jump it off. The other issue it's got is there's something with the seat safety circuit. They've got it bypassed, but it's not working. And so to get it to work, because what it does is you try to take the brake off, it dies. You try to put it in gear, it dies, because it thinks, from what I can gather, my assumption is it thinks that there's nobody in the seat. So I have to undo the wiring harness from the engine once I get it started, so that it disables all the safety kill switches and everything, and we can get it to move. So let's get it started, and then we will unload it. All right, the choke cable's kind of froze up, but we can make it work, and we'll have to oil that. Looks like we lost our battery connection. cable itself. Oh, the ground cable's kind of loose. We got nothing. Solenoid wire. Positive cable's loose too. Does it think the maybe one of these will just fine. It's even got old gas in it. Gas really stinks. Disconnect the wiring harness. I think I know why his battery went dead. This ignition switch is like okay, that should be off. It's the keys just twisted. It won't come out. Like I said, since the wiring harness is disconnected, All right. So it runs good. It's got an oil leak. These are very common to leak out the governor shaft seal, which is in there. I've already ordered a seal for it. It's got good clean oil in it, probably because it's leaking. But like I said, the engine sounds good. We just got to figure out the deck situation. It's got a little trailer hitch on it. Not that I'm going to pull anything with it, but it's there. I'm going to put my charger on the battery. We'll see if it'll come up. Seats, okay. You probably put a seat cover on it. Got some cracking in it. It's got 2 tanks. One's empty and one's got some old fuel in it. But it's running okay. It barely kind of fits up under here. So, should be good though. It's got a good Donaldson style air filter setup. It's a Kawasaki 21 horsepower industrial or commercial engine, and doesn't smoke or anything. Seems to be a good runner, no noises, so should work out well. Yeah. So with that, you will see some videos coming soon on this.